Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Oblivion Remastered. I was actually going to record this earlier today to get more parts of it out, but
Hello there.
I updated today, and it took it quite a while actually to like an hour almost to update. So instead, we're getting, well, less. I don't know how many parts I'll get today because I'll do one now, and it's 3 o'clock, so depending on how long it takes, I might. But will say since this happened, one of the things in the update is now when you're inside and you go to the map, it just automatically opens the interior map instead of Gray Fox, Night Mother rituals, assassination. All right, well I thought about reading these, but those are, oh my god, yeah, they're way too long. Not a fucking chance. Gray Fox again. New Doomstone series. But yeah, that's one of the updates is now when you're in an interior location and you go to the map, it just opens up the interior map instead of you having to zoom in from the world map, which is a nice little thing. They've also fixed so that it won't create a new block of autosave slots. Uh, Not really a huge issue. And I think those are the only two things on the patch notes that I read anyway that has anything to do with our current playthrough. It did fix a couple of quests and whatnot, but it's nothing that I it's nothing that we had done yet. Although weirdly enough, didn't see anything on there about it fixing Oblivion gates appearing before Kvatch. It did fix something with the Kvatch quest, but we haven't been there yet, so it doesn't matter. Well, I guess it does matter because we haven't been there yet, but yeah, other than that, it said something about a camera being placed wrong, about being placed above the character's head, but I don't think that that's. Oh no, not Bainlin. Um, hey, somebody saved the Scheidenhall heir. Uh, what was it? Right. Yeah, I don't think that's something I noticed. I mean, every once in a while, I get the feeling that I'm not crouched because it feels like I'm too tall. But then, like, I stand up and crouch again, and it's like, no, that's right. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I don't think that there's anything particularly important in the patch notes that I like the interior map thing. That's really nice. I really like that. Uh, it's not a huge thing, but it is. I mean, let's face it. It realistically, it's one of those things where it's like it's nothing. If they had never done it, almost no one would have cared or noted or would have cared. But now that they've done it, it's so nice, you know. All right, I kind of feel bad robbing these guys. I sell them so much of my junk. And I'll steal all my junk back after I sell it to them. They really do need to fix it though, like fix some of their shit. Like look at that pitchfork. That's not right. Uh, Rake, furniture, food, and bills. Nope. If it's 3 houses past the chapel, look for the place with the flowers. She'll be waiting outside. Okay, that's odd. Bunch of more clothes. Hmm. we may not actually get a whole lot from these guys since they are just basically like a general goods store. All right. Stop it. Definitely need to stop it. Oh, our security is almost up to 70. Is it 70 or is it 80? One of those two. I think it. I don't know. Hang on. Let me check here actually. Quest. 70. So yeah, if we hit 70, we can actually, and that's actually at the prison, which is a location we haven't been to yet. So if we can get 2 more levels of security before or while we're running around the merchants district, which is, I don't know, I'd say fairly likely. I mean, there's a lot of locks to be picked, even if we're not getting anything good out of doing it. And then, yeah, we can do our security training after that. I honestly don't know what it does. Do not remember. I don't think that there's anything. Well, I do know what it does, as in like once you reach 70 with any skill, if you go to a specific person and do a quest for them, then they become like your expert level, master level trainer or whatever, and then you can buy more levels from them. But as for like what the quest will entail, I don't know. It's not like it's really one that we have to worry about. It's security training and picking locks. Not hard anymore, so. Well, realistically, never hard. Just, had to learn. Okay. So it's not like security is one that I'm, really looking to purchase levels for. Light armor is another story, but I don't know where the next light armor trainer is, because I've used the one in the city here as much as I can. I kind of wish, and because like I've been playing Kingdoms of Amalur as well, and they also have trainers. They are much more important in Kingdoms of Amalur, because without trainers and or the skill books, you can't actually max out your skills, or at least not all of them. Yeah, we're getting like nothing out of this section in that game, although you don't need all of them, as it turns out, because I have maxed out all the skills and I have used 0 of the. I don't like that this is both unlocked and not trespassing, but whatever. Hi. Are you like
See anything?
open
Farewell.
all the time?
May the roads carry you safely in your journeys.
Anyway, and kind of like Skyrim and Oblivion, each trainer will only train you if your level is at a specific rank, or if your skill is at a specific rank.
Sorry, friend. It looks like you've wandered into a
Wow, you actually came in here. That's a surprise. Are you going to follow me out the door as well? Or are you actually just going to bed? Oh, and now I'm still trespassing. All right. Wow, so she just like stays open later than everyone else then? I guess like that must be. Also, I like how she caught me in her room and is like, "You're in a restricted area, friend." And like, okay, seriously, what are you doing? Like, what? Why? Also, did she just like come in and then go back or come out and then go back in. Right, we'll rob the warehouse and then get back to hers. But anyway, so like in, I guess it's not quite the same. So like in Skyrim and Oblivion, if like you find a master level trainer of something, like while your skill is still at like 1, you can get training from them. And just like different trainers have different skills, and once you've passed their skill level, then they can't train you anymore. Whereas in Amalur, if your skill is too high, they can't train you, but also if your skill is too low, they can't train you. So like the first trainers can only train you if your skill is, I want to say it's like 0 to 3, 4 to 6, and then 7 to 9. I want to say, because I think every skill has 10 levels, or it's something similar to that anyway. So like if you level up a skill too much, so like whenever you make a character, you get kind of like this game. The skills you get are like race dependent, and every race has one skill that they'll get 2 points in, and then 2 skills that they'll get 1 point in, and if you can actually mess up and lock yourself out of a trainer permanently, because trainers can only train you, like I said, if your skill gets too high, then they can't train you. And like if you use a trainer, that skill point goes into that skill and it's permanent, it cannot be moved. Same as if you read a skill book, it's permanent and cannot be moved. If you place a skill point from leveling up into the skill, when you respect, you will get that skill point refunded and can put it in something else. So if you have your skill at the beginning, because there's 2 trainers that are the lowest tier, so whatever your 2-point skill is, like whatever your racial skill is, if you get a skill book, you've now officially locked yourself out of one of the bottom tier trainers, because as soon as you use one of them, it'll permanently put your skill at 4, which means that the other bottom tier trainer won't be able to train you anymore, and there will be no way for you to get it, which makes it even more annoying if you're somebody like me who likes to do all the quests and that as you do, because then you level up, you find a bunch of stuff, and there's some of the skill trainers that are like a lot further into the game, even though they're not like the higher tier ones. So like I think it's lock picking maybe. The one trainer for that, and he's like one of the tier 1 trainers, like the bottom tier. The hell are they? Oh, I think these are archery targets. He's like way far into the game, into like he's like partway through the second region that you go to. So like the way the Amalur is broken up, right, is like where you start, there is 4 regions, and each region has a bunch of sub-regions. And then once you've done the main... Why is everything purple? That was super weird. Anyway, let's see if she's gone now. Done being weird. And yeah, like the guy for the lockpicking training is into the second or third. Maybe there's only 3 regions. Maybe the first section of the game is 3 regions. Because once you've done enough of the main quest, you go to the one city, and then you get to go to the final section of the game. But yeah, there's 3 or 4 regions. I can't actually remember now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3. But anyway, and I guess region 2 is like depending on which one you do. So like you're guaranteed to do the first region or to be in the first region because you start at the far end. Like as far, well, maybe not as far west. I guess you're more southwest in that region. But anyway, you're like in the corner of that region. Right? But then once you do the quest in that region, you then basically have the choice to go um, between 2 different regions. So, I mean, theoretically, the minor lockpicking trainer, whatever you want to call them, could be in region 3 for you. And you have to do a quest to unlock them. And, like, what I did is as I was leveling up, right, so that I wouldn't waste any trainers, as soon as I would get a skill to another point where I could use, like, the next tier trainer, I would just go to him instantly. Like, I would just run across the map, ignore all the enemies and everything, and and then like get my training and then just fast travel back, right? Which may have like locked a bunch of regions like to a much lower level, but whatever. The game's not hard unless you put it on the hard difficulty. So, and even then, if like I said, if you're like me and like doing all the side quests and exploring all the different areas and dungeons in each sub region, then they are gonna over level everything anyway. Um, but like I didn't want to do any quests in those regions to unlock these trainers, mainly because I can't remember if it was trespassing or not when I looked at this door. So I'm just gonna. Oh no, oh right, the feedback. That's an in. We're good. Um, so like I wasn't a high enough level to fight any of these guys. That were there, so like I was just running past all the enemies. So, and obviously any of the quests that I had to do would have required me to fight these enemies that I was too low a level to take out. And oh wait, I can, yeah, the glass is fine. So I couldn't really do it at the time. So I had to leave like certain things 35, yeah. Like not necessarily like low, but like I had to make sure that like if I found a skill book, I did not read it for that one thing, Because like the way they have it there and the way they have the trainers, if you want to max everything out as you're leveling up, you either have to do that or you have to just like put a bunch of, because like some of it as well, like you'll find a later trainer, like one of the tier 2 or 3 trainers before you find the tier 1 trainer. Sit up against the wall, drop your head between your knees, breathe deeply while reciting the 7 aphorisms to Akatosh. Swallow the ointment. In a short while, the hangover will be gone. Okay. You know what'll get rid of your hangover? Gatorade. Because the hangover is usually due to dehydration. So, yeah. Another good way to get rid of a hangover while you're drinking, alternate between alcohol and just water. And it should stop you. Well, it may not stop you from having a hangover, but it should lower or completely prevent the hangover the next morning. But anyway, yeah. But what I think it would be nicer though if instead of having it be based on your level, just have it be like each trainer can be used X amount of times, period. Like in Kingdoms of Amalur, each trainer can only be used once, and that's it. there realistically is no reason why they had to lock the trainers into specific um, ranges, since they can only be used once anyway. Uh, and Skyrim and Oblivion here, their trainers are, it's just once you're better than them, they can't teach you anything. And it's like, sure, but the skills that you're learning in Skyrim and Oblivion aren't really skills where just because you're super good at something, somebody else may not have something that they can still teach you, you know? Like they may have a trick or a tweak or something that will, yeah, I think I already robbed that specific display case with a blue silk shirt. Oh, that one needs a key, eh? Oh, yeah. A blue silk shirt. Have I seen that before? I like that shirt. I kind of need some pants to go with it. I think the green goes better with it. Red velvet, gold trimmed, blue suede, green silk. Okay, come on. So anyway, yeah, like, it, I think it would make more sense to just have trainers be like, yeah, you can use this trainer X amount of times. This one needs a key, huh? That's interesting. Now, this is the shop that I was looking forward to getting to because I figured that, since it is a jewelry store, that it should have a bunch of high value, low weight stuff. Now, I say high value. The necklaces in this game actually aren't all that valuable. Oh, and that one also needs a key. I'm curious how they decided which of these needed a key and which ones you could just unlock. Because, I mean, realistically, this guy would want all of them to be locked with locks that require a specific key. I'd also like to know what the difference between the locks are. Like, why did those locks need a specific key? Oh, there's shit on top of it, though. Gold amulet. That one was probably worth a lot. I didn't actually read what it showed, but I'm sure it was. Like what the difference between a lock that requires a specific key versus just like a very hard lock to pick, Like if I can tear through very hard locks like I do, what exactly is the these gems of some kind? Ooh, a flawed diamond and a flawed emerald. But yeah, like how different could those locks really be? For here, like I could understand like a highwayman shirt. What does that one look like? Oh, I passed it. Oh, you know, considering that like we wear this stuff to thieve, I do, and I like the shirt actually. I do like that shirt. The blue one's more fancy, but this one is more like everyday nice. Like this is a nice shirt, but it's kind of fancy for every day. It's also kind of really bright for breaking into people's houses and robbing them. So I think I'll go with that one. Now I need some highwayman pants to go with it, but apparently they didn't fall out of the sky like the shirt did. and may not exist at all. I don't know. Okay. Clogs. Instant minus 100 to your sneak skill if you put on the clogs. Although I guess clogs aren't clogs necessarily wooden? I mean, whenever I hear the word clogs, I always think of the wooden variety because I'm pretty sure that's the only time I've ever seen the word clogs used is when it was talking about the wooden kinds. But all right, you. Let's see if you've got display cabinet keys. The bitten bridle key. What? Oh wow, you got a lot of shit in your inventory. Bitten bridle. I don't know what the fuck that means. Man, you do have quite a bit of stuff, but I have a feeling
Guards!
yeah, that, you know, the shitty pickpocketing in this game. Bitten bridle sounds like a it sounds like it should be
Pickpocket! Pickpocket!
Yep. Oh, what the hell? A stables. That's what it's. That's the fucking word. So are you not? You gotta be though. You're sleeping here. Like you've got to be the guy who owns this place.
Guards! Guards!
Well, I can't even get just key A. No, I mean I could just keep quick saving and stealing stuff, but like. Yeah, he has a lot of good shit.
Guards! Guards!
I shouldn't have. I thought about it too. I was like, I just got like 4 things without him waking up. Should I? And it's like, I should probably just save again instead of risking it. Maybe I'll just go for like 3 at a time.
Why, you dirty...
Aha! Apparently the next one was the screwed one. I am curious though.
Why, you dirty...
Alright, that's interesting. That I failed that one multiple times in a row.
Filthy pickpocket.
Huh. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with this system.
Keep your fingers...
Oh my god. I mean, if this wasn't the last store, I definitely wouldn't be bothering with this, but I mean...
Pickpocket! Pickpocket!
It's the last store, and like, we haven't even filled our inventory once. The last set of stores we did, we filled our inventory, like, almost filled our inventory like 3 times.
Why, you dirty little...
Yeah, he really doesn't... I'm curious, like, I'm kind of wondering if it's because I've already stolen so much from him. That, like, he's doing it, or if it's the flawed sapphire doing it, like...
Pickpocket!
Nope, the topaz, I got caught as well. But I mean, he's only got 3 things left. So now I just kind of gotta finish cleaning him out, right?
Filthy pickpocket!
Yeah, see, and now he's just, like, not giving up anything. God, I miss Skyrim lock. Yeah. God, I miss Skyrim pickpocketing.
Filthy pickpocket!
It was so nice to just like tear through someone's inventory.
Why, you dirty little...
Damn it. I almost got it. I got 2 of them.
What do you think you're doing?
I don't know. What am I doing?
Why, you dirty...
God damn it, dude. You're really just not giving it up, eh? He really seems to have an issue giving up that sapphire.
Pickpocket,
And I don't know why. I mean, my sneak is pretty good as well, right?
filthy pick...
And my luck is up, like, and luck is supposed to basically, whenever you have something like that, increase your odds of it going in your favor, right? Like, that's the point of the luck stat.
Filthy pick...
And my luck stat is fairly high. My sneak skill is fairly high. There is no pickpocketing skill. Like, I'm not really wearing anything.
Why, you
And they're asleep is the other thing. Like, in Skyrim, if somebody was asleep, you could rifle their pockets like nobody's business. Like,
Keep your fingers to...
alright, I'm done. Actually, one more. Want to do one more.
Pickpocket, pickpocket...
Oh no, forces unknown have observed. Oh, he's wearing the highwayman shirt. Oh wow, look at that. He actually has some good shit on. But obviously, I'm not going to accept that. If I care enough, I'll come back and pick his pocket at some other time. Where you guys don't have to watch me do it. But I got a key. Hey, I don't. Why the bitten bridle key? That doesn't make any sense. Jeweled amulet and a jeweled necklace. Don't think, because they would have like they would save their enchantment if they were, right? Yeah, I really don't get that. Jade ruby. Gold emerald, brass topaz, oh, silver necklace. Kind of figured there'd be more rings there. Another jeweled one, gold emerald, brass pearl, brass topaz. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's good. I still don't understand the bit and bridle key thing, but whatever. Not my problem. Alright, oh, and I think I missed a book. What is this? In the Black Horse Courier office. Where was it, though? Oh, it just says it's in
Hi
here.
there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Didn't realize there was 2 Khajiit living in here. Oh, there it is. Oh, bye, guys. Volumes, I guess so. Yep. There we go. Mercantile increased to 55. I missed that skill book in there. Alright, well, that was
Greetings to you.
super quick, I feel. And it didn't really, and you know, we got almost nothing and then a huge amount. Whether or not this will be enough to to beat out how much we made last time, I don't know. Because let's see, last time we made almost 4,000. We made 37.79 because we had 15.7. Oops. 708 at the end of last part. He's at home.
A coin for an old beggar.
They're definitely wearing like archer equipment. Like that
Anytime
is
now.
100% an archer's armor set. Hey, wake up, Bongar.
I'm really. Yeah, my favorite customer.
All right.
What do you got?
Do I want to keep the blue
You've
silk
made a
shirt?
good-
I do kind of.
I think I can move the.
And it's only worth 4, so I may as well keep it if I do want it. The rest of this stuff can go.
That.
Well, I mean, obviously I'll keep the
You
highwayman
drive
shirt
a-
as well, but
An
and I
excellent.
will need to keep
I.
one of these green silk
A
garments.
fine. You've.
I'll sell this. Nope, they're both stolen. All right, don't. It really messes with me when or
I
messes
think-
with my inventory when I equip stuff.
You've made a good. You. I.
Okay, silver necklace, steel boots, steel cuirass. The cheap wine that I accidentally picked up. 10 of those wines, 12 of those. Oh, my mercantile skill went up again. Some diamonds for you this time, yeah.
A good.
I know they're flawed, but only
That seems
15
fair.
gold for a flawed diamond when like a gold nugget is also 15 gold. Like that seems
I think I.
weird,
You.
but maybe that's just me. All right. So what do we got? 17 511. So we only made 1803 this time. So not as much as last
I'm
part.
glad that. Shadow.
But still pretty good considering that was basically just the red diamond jewelry. Like we got very little from the other places. So yeah, 2 more sections. If we get through them as quickly as we made it through these ones, maybe I'll just do the last 2 sections together since I think each of these sections had
Don't be the last
6 shops, and the other 2 sections that we have left only have 4
Should you
each.
need something, I will be happy to oblige.
And I mean, we got through all 6 of these in some amount of time that it will tell me in a minute, 40 minutes. So yeah, that is it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.